Hmm. Hello, Samoto.
Hello, Stacia.
Hmm. Thank you for joining me for this interview into the unknown about feelings practitioner magic.
Welcome.
Yeah. And yes, so we've had some conversations recently about different topics around feelings practitioner work in the lead up to bringing this clinic down under, and I wanted to bring some of this into contact with more people this way. So I feel joy to be here and to explore this with you. And I'm curious to hear, like, I have this picture of the original doorway that opened so that feelings practitioner work could come into the world. And what happened? How did this begin? What's the creation story, or the door opening story for this work?
Yes, that's a good question. So for me, what pops up is the first story. So I was in a possibility lab and with Clinton, and we had a participant. His leg was broken, and she was sitting on a cushion, and she did rage work. And I looked to this woman, and especially to the leg, to the bones. And she was sitting and had a stick and was working with her rage. And before, so the bone was not healed. The bone was cracked, and she had an surgery and pain like this. And during the rage work, I looked to this bone and looked to this bone, and the bone was going on like, so the bone was completely activated during this rage work.
Mm.
And so next to me, Dagmar was sitting next to me, and I said to Dagmar, "Hey, Dagmar, look to this bone. The bone is healing." And Dagmar was asking and looking at it. What's going on? And I said, "Yes, look to the bone. The bone is healing now. It's working." She was doing rage and yeah, yes, and it was great to see it. And that was my first experience with rage and the relationship between rage and the bones. And after the lab, I don't know, 2 weeks after the lab, we got the message from this woman. Eh, my leg is healed. It's great. I had no pain, and I was to the doctor, and he had to make a photo from this bone, and the bone is completely together. This broken bone was together. So that was for me a really big step to realize that, because the question comes up, okay, so when rage are such a big fuel for our bones, so how is it with all the other feelings?
Mm.
And that was for me, the starting point to make more experiences about that with bones and with the other feelings. So that was one of the topic stories about my feelings, my experience with feelings practitioner work.
Thank you. And I'm guessing that some people that will be watching this might be wondering, how can you see the bones? When you talk about, I'm looking at the bones and I can see it. Can you say a little bit about how this is for you? Because it's unique for you. Well, maybe it's not unique for you. Say something. Can you say something about this?
Yeah. For me, it's natural because I have a body, and when I make contact with my body, with my bones, with my soft tissues, with my brain, with my leg, with my inside, with my organs, I talk with my organs. So when I'm available, um, to have a deeper contact with my system, so I I can have a deeper contact with other people or other persons. And yes, in the past I trained this for years to make many experiences with my senses, the visual system, the smell, the taste sense, and to find more about this instrument I have. And it's, for me, it's absolutely naturally, because we all have bodies, we all have senses, we all have eyes, ears, tastes, and it's more about the question, how can I use the senses for me? And that's the gateway, that's the door to another world, another, let's say, magic inner world, at first from my own body. So I'm looking to the people, or looking to other bodies, and tune in, and like a radio, and bones, and look to the bones, and I have the picture of the bones or of the soft tissues, or like this.
So seeing into another body is through your body first.
That's this, I would say, the starting position.
Yeah. Right. Thank you. It reminds me of this question that I've had for a long time now, to shift from this old question of who am I, and to shift to a new question of what am I? And this, yes, I am. Who am I is not so important, but what am I is really fascinating. And when you talk about this instrument, it reminds me of this question. Yeah. What am I capable of? Yeah.
Yes, and when we see more about these things, for me, it's, I have no idea what I'm.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm curious to explore more about this, the holy day, and my whole life. So
yeah, me too. You just mentioned the visual system before, and it reminded me of a conversation we were having about working with emotional and physical healing. And there's something that I'm really curious about, where these intersect in a way. And you were sharing something that was really interesting to me about keeping the eyes open, or closing the eyes, or to have the eyes more open when doing healing work, when working with trauma. And I'd like to hear a little bit about that from you. And at least in my experience with clients, when I play with this, that sometimes it seems valuable to have the eyes closed, and then at some point the eyes open. It's the connection to now, it's eye contact, it's connection with other There's something, it's like opening a floodgate or something, or the dam wall opens or something. That's just my experience, but I'm curious to hear. Are there times where it's valuable for the eyes to be closed? And if so, when? And what supports the healing process physically and emotionally for them to be open? What else is there about this?
Yeah, thank you for this question. Because the eye, the visual system is a for me, it's a big topic in my whole life. And you asking what is the relationship between open or closed eyes, especially with trauma. So when we look in this direction, at first it needs to be, when we have a trauma, when a trauma is going on exactly at this time. So what's happened now? So, and when I have when my system gets in a bigger intense state with feelings, and it could be when it's so intense, so whoa, it needs to protect my physical body, or my emotional body, or my energetic body, or my mental body. So the first reaction of our system is close eyelids, cut my visual system. I don't want to see this. Wow. It's so big, it's so intense, it's so wow. That's the point where I make decisions. And this closing my eyes, and on a physical level, I close my eyelids, and on an energetic level, I make a cut, like a wall, an inner wall in my visual system on different places. In front of the cornea, or more back by my lens, or by my retina, or in my brain, on my nervous system. I can make energetic boundaries, cuts like walls, only to protect myself. On a physical level, I close my eyes. I don't want to go there. And that's the like shock reaction. And I can do this with closed eyelids, and I can do it with open eyelids and go in a freeze mode like this. It's the same reaction, and I make on the same level walls in my system. I cut myself in a way. So in the body is following, because when our visual system is connected with my whole body. So means when I work with my lens, for example, left or right, and I can relax my lenses, or I can relax my lenses, so my breast can more be relaxed. Lenses are more relaxed, and the next reaction is my breast can more relaxing, is more in a relaxed state. When I relax my retinas, left and right side, for example, So my lower back can more relaxed, and it gets a bigger space. All parts of our visual system are connected with specific organs, with the legs, with the feet. So, and when I cut part of my visual system, the lower body is following. So I get more tension in my belly. I get more tension in my feet. I get more tension in my knees. I get more tension in my lower back. It's directly related. And when a client come to us and we work with this trauma, so the whole shock show is showing up. Means when we look to the client, at first we look to the body, to the physical body. Is he sitting like this or like this or like this? And that's the body, the physical body language. And you can see a lot of only about the physical body language. And then we ask, okay, what do you feel now? This part, or then this part. What's behind the pain? Which energy let the pain goes to the pain? So behind the pain is anger, is fear, or it's sadness, or it's joy, or it's mixed. So that's the entrance. And then
I notice often when someone's asked to go into the body where the pain is and to find what's the feeling or what's the emotion there, that's often when the eyes closed. Oh, I need to do this so I can go and find it. And so what's happening then? What with the eyes?
Mostly that's our first habit.
Yeah.
I don't want to go to this. And I close my eyelids. And it's in a way weird, because when people are starting with feelings work with open eyelids, they can't feel. The step is absolutely too big. So you can start with, okay, close your eyelids. Don't say close your eyes, because they have their eyes closed.
So close your eyelids, not close your eyes.
Yes.
Yes.
When you are getting in shock state, you close your eyes like this or like this. And so you close your eyelids. That's the first step. And then they are aware to go more in contact with her body. It's the first step. And then it's possible they can more feel about this. And when this state is more, when it's going on, when it's more, when the energy is more running. So, and then comes, you can go through the fear, through all these feelings. And then it comes to a point where it's absolutely necessary to open your eyelids, because you wanted to bring this energy in the whole body. And that's the point where the visual system is being activated, gets more light. You guide your clients more through the visual system. the visual system gets more light, and the lower body can follow.
Mm.
And when we don't do this, we do separate work. Means the eyes are closed. I do my feelings work, rage, sadness. It comes to old decisions, and I make new decisions. And yes, I want to do this, and I am free, I am love, I am blah, blah, blah. And then the process is finished. The clients open their eyes and is in a complete new world.
Mm.
It's inner, outer world. And that's not helpful.
Mm.
Because
sounds like integration is part of this.
yes,
what you're speaking about. Yeah.
To be more alive, to bring this new decisions in, it's important not to bring the new decisions only with the emotional body, through the mental body. And it's working in an energetic way, energetic direction. It's important to bring this in the physical body.
Mm.
So the physical body and the emotional body and the energetic body are coming, then they come together. And that's the work we do in the feelings practitioner work. That's the reason because why we are bringing body layers together. So when we want to heal something in our physical body, it needs to bring all these layers together: the physical body, the emotional body, the mental body, and all these energetic body layers needs to come to the physical body, so all these body can work together. That's healing, not separating, more to come together.
Yeah, and I've heard you and Dagmar and I guess all the feelings practitioners talk about incarnating more. Like really, this is part of this. Yes,
that is part from incarnating. So
yeah.
And we use the feelings, we use all these symptoms to more to incarnate in our body. So symptom is not bad, it's not good, it's not bad, it's a symptom at first, and it's the first step in this direction where the healing is going on. When we don't want, when I say I don't want to have the symptom, it's pain, I don't want to have this pain, oh no, so I keep it away. I take this pain and say, oh, you are not good. Oh, I don't want to have the pain. And I keep my energetic body away.
Yes.
So we use the pain for more these incarnation show. So.
Yeah. Thank you. You just mentioned layers of the emotional body. And I'm curious, I don't have a specific question, except that I'm just curious to hear a little bit. Can you share sort of the foundation level of information about this? Like what are these different layers? Or yes, I'm going to just leave it open for what wants to come about this.
Yes, in my perspective, I can show you babushka. So wait, I hold babushka.
Yes. Okay.
So it's on my cup. No, not babushka, madrushka. So you know this.
Yes.
So And for me, that's a good picture for our system. So because what we see is from another person is at first the physical body, the skin, the bones, the nervous system, and the physical body have more different kind of layers. So the hardest part is the bones, the structure. The next layer is the liquid part, the soft tissues. The third layer is the energetic part, the nervous part. And in the fourth layer of our body, it's they are our feelings. And when we look to the frequency about feelings and mental body, that's really near. So, and the fourth layer of our body, in this layer are all our feelings, for feelings, sadness, rage, sadness, fear, and joy. In the fifth body layer, that's the first energetic body layer. So we can't see it. That's the first layer, and we open this, and that's the next layer. That's the emotional body, and behind the emotional body, that's the energetic body, and the energetic body have many layers. Not one energetic body, it's many energetic body layers. Means the fifth body layer has more information about what's going on in our life, in this incarnation. So when we do healing processes and the client is lying on the mattress and is crying because he has pain, he was hurt, feels pain from an accident or from the parents. So all these, when it's happened in this incarnation, the fifth body layer from the client are more in interaction. The energetic body, the fifth energetic body is getting more release when he separates feelings, for example, or when he have a block and is a shock on this, and let the fear flow, and the fifth body layer is releasing and gets more energy, gets more flow. The six, 7, or 8 body layers it's not so much in interaction. And when you do a process and it comes to a point from past life, so the 6 or 7 body layers are going in interaction. So when we see that, so we know, okay, so it needs to navigate in the past, because that's the first point. That's the first layer what needs to heal. And so we have in different body layers different kind of information about this person. Individual, in the 5th body layer, in the 6th body layer, what brings the person in this incarnation from the last incarnation, and the 7 and 8 or 9th body layer are more information from the whole group where these people was living. So, and when shocks are happening in our system, that's it. So it looks like this, the whole body, like it's looking more like this. So, and when we work with the feelings body layer, with the 4th body layer, this, so we take this as an entrance, and bring more flow in, and then connected with the physical body, all these body layers can come more together. And when we work only with the emotional body, so the energetic bodies are out. Oh, it's difficult to show.
You need some more hands.
Yes, I need more hands. So energetic body is more out, and the physical and the emotional body is more in flow, and the energetic body is more out. And when all these body layers come together, when we build a connection between the emotional body and the physical body. So, for example, bring the rage in the bones or the fear in the nervous system, especially here or here or here. So that's the effect is the energetic body comes in, can come more in. And this is the reason when we watch to the physical body is healing after then, when the energetic bodies come closer and come in. So that's in the other way, when we are dying, because when the physical body are dying, so the physical body, oh man. The physical body is dying, and the emotional body is going like a cloud, and the energetic bodies are going away. So, and that's in this, when we are alive, more in survival strategies, our modern culture life. So often the energetic body is not in the physical body, and we are in a survive mode. This time when the energetic body comes in, the physical body can relax.
Yeah, it makes sense. And thank you for that. And there's lots of pictures happening in my mind around, like when you're speaking, these pictures are coming, and it feels like when the anger is in the bones and the fear is in the nervous system and the sadness is in the soft tissues, that it creates more space in the physical body that the energetic body could come into. I don't know if this is how it works. It's just the picture I have if the anger is not in the bones and it's somewhere else, then it feels like it's clogging up the airway, the space, or something like this. There's not as much space.
Space is, in a way, a sensation we have.
Yeah.
And you get more space, you get more movement in your body, and you get more, your body is more relaxed. And when your body is more relaxed, blood can more flow, liquids can more flow, and it feels like you have more space. Yes, yeah. Exactly. So it is.
Yeah. And it makes sense in a way for these, the anxiety, the anxiety that seems to be an experience for so many people, that if I'm not in my body, my energetic body is not in my physical body, then the system's going to feel unsafe. So
that's
yes,
the part of the dying process.
Pardon?
That's the part of the dying process.
Yes.
It's not so safe, naturally.
Yes.
It feels like not so safe.
Yeah. Yeah, thank you. I enjoyed to let all of this in, this information, to feel it and to hear it, and with my bodies. Yeah. I'm curious, before I finish, is there, like, what are you discovering at the moment in feelings practitioner work? Like, what, I'm curious, what are the new discoveries that are coming from this work that are new to you, that you're seeing? And what's the question? Maybe that's it. What are you discovering at the moment in this work?
So all these, when we go from one feelings practitioner lab to the next lab, so there are many thoughts what comes up, and many possibilities to explore. So at this moment, in the past we had explored about organ systems. We have how to bring more flow with when we look to the allergy map, or to other maps, to the inner wall, outer wall, to the mirror cabinet. So we have the next experience. I don't know what the next experience are there. I'm not sure. And it looks like it's more about hormone system. It could be a topic for the next lab. And I'm not sure at this time because the whole field is working with us and brings us together, and all these information are popping up like a flower. So when we four come together, so it likes you pick 4 flowers and put it together, and oh, what's popping up? And so let's have a look. Okay, hormone system, or interact between this and this organs. So we are working with ourselves, our bodies, and so for me it's a ongoing process to find more about how is the interact between the physical body, the energetic body, and the entrance, the emotional body, and all my senses. So, and I mean, senses, not only the visual system or the smell or the taste. I mean the senses with our upper body, with all our cells. So we have in all our cells are lots of memories. And how can we use these memories to find more about healing these cells, healing our system? So that's a whole transformation and healing space, and yes, it's an ongoing process. So we are never on the end. So it feels like we are only on the starting, only on the edge to start. So
and maybe that's a good place to end for now. At the beginning. Yeah. Is there anything else that you would like to share before we finish for now?
yeah, so what comes up is I'm curious to the next collab in December in Steinhagen, and the core training and the core lab. So after the core training, the feelings practitioner lab. So I'm curious what is next, what we next experienced, and yeah, so I feel glad about all these topics, and feel glad about the team to work together, how to work together, how is the team, and how is the whole field, and how can we hold the space so that the field can work. The field can work. So we can offer, we open the space and look, okay, what's going on, and what is life, what is life, what's happening now. So in which direction?
What wants to happen in the field? Yes.
So that's every lab. That's the greatest thing for me. So
Great. Yeah, so there's some trainings coming up, one in December, and then I think another one's in February and another one in June or something like this. So I'm not sure in what format this interview comes out into the world right now, but I will make some links for anyone watching that wants to know about this, so they can find out about trainings and the clinic that you and Michaela are running right now is at 7 p.m. German time on Wednesdays. And there'll be a new clinic in Australia, New Zealand, down under time-friendly zones, which will start on Tuesday the 28th at 6 p.m. Australian time. So you can figure out what that means for wherever you are in the world. And I'm excited about this, to hold space for that, and to have a space to feed the field down here as well. And so thank you for saying yes to that. And yeah, I'm noticing, I feel a lot of joy to be in this space with you and to hear more about through your lens about this work, and that I enjoy interviewing. So I want to do more of this in the feelings practitioner space as well. And so I'm making an invitation for anyone that's watching. If you have questions that you want to hear an interview topic about, then let me know and I'll weave it in next time.
thank you, Stacia, for asking and for this space. Thank you.
Thank you, Samoto.